Jorin's bumhole. It's me, Bimbling Bloodaxe of the Lonely Mountain. Join me here in my Lord of the Rings online playthrough as I help the Free Peoples banish the shadows of Angmar from Eriador. Okay. I was talking a load of bollocks last episode. For a change. Yes, we're nowhere near finishing Yondershire. I'd missed a few things, including good old Bingo and his horrible brood of relations, because they've got lots of stuff that we need to do. But unlike the original Bingo quest in the Shire, which was just highly annoying, just because he kept forgetting things and stuff, so he was going back and forth and all the rest. Now there's a bit of back and forth in this, but it's actually got a bit of a script to it, and it's mildly amusing in parts, especially good old Dinadas here. Every family's got one, haven't they? And for the Boffins, it's Dinadas, who, to be fair to him, is quite funny with it. So I think we'll do that because it's going to take us all over Yondershire. So we'll crack on with that, and we'll be able to pick up some other stuff on the way. Let's get it out of the way. That'll be great. There are two other sort of quest chains as well that we've got to deal with. One's to do with Fredigar, and we'll save that. We've already sort of started that. We'll save that to the end because it's a good end for this particular region. The other one involves Longcleave, and what are soon going to be the in-laws of, well, not soon, in a couple of years or so, they're going to be the in-laws of Peregrine Tuck Esquire, and that's not so good. But I'll moan about that when we come to it. So Bingo, take it away.
Just a moment.
Welcome back. So what's this housewarming gift you found, Dino? I hope it's something Angelica will really like. Dinadas.
Hello.
Prepare to be amazed, everyone. On my way here, I encountered an elf on his way to the Grey Havens. He was travelling westward, and my road lay to the north, but we walked together for a little while and spoke of many things. He was a painter, it seems, and though he possessed humility more befitting a hobbit than an elf, I could tell he must have no small skill in the art. It became clear to me, as well that he was dawdling. He seemed in no real hurry to reach the Havens at the end of his road. Perhaps you wouldn't mind painting something for me, I asked him, and he said it had been many years since he had last painted a subject of hobbit style. How many years, I asked, and he would not say. You know how elves can be. At any rate, I thought this would be just the thing to give Angelica, a painting of her new house, and here it is. So, we've got to appreciate the painting. Okay. Dinadas has quite outdone himself. The painting is quite lovely. Bingo.
What do you need?
I have to say, Dino, this painting is incredible. We are fortunate that you encountered that elf when you did, for I am certain Angelica is going to love this gift. I did not doubt you for a moment, cousin. I'm sure you didn't.
Please, stay a moment.
All right, Bimbling, you go ahead with Dino to No Bottle while I find something I can use to wrap this present. I'll bring it along shortly, but we shouldn't keep Angelica waiting. Okay. So, we've got to get to No Bottle, so let's get on our horse. Head off. So yes, this set of quests for the Boffins isn't too bad, and quite amusing at parts. So look, Clotilde made it. She finally escaped a house. I managed to have tea. So everything's coming up roses. So we'll make our way to No Bottle, just down here. And let's see about this housewarming gift. Won't that be nice? I'm sure nothing has gone wrong. What do you think, viewers? Yes, of course nothing's gone wrong. Because it's the Boffins, and the Boffins never mess anything up. Isn't that right? Of course. And here's no bottle. And we'll go to the place where a few episodes ago I was convinced that I was going to be meeting Bingo because I'd remembered everything incorrectly. So remember when I was riding up and down here? It turns out that nobody was here because we had to do a lot of other stuff in other places. Right. So we met up with the Boffins.
Hello.
Dinner das. Here we are, Bimblin. Angelica has done quite well for herself, hasn't she? When it comes time for me to find a place of my own, I think I will look for something a little smaller. It seems that having so many rooms might invite, well, ghosts. Who needs all those empty rooms just ripe for haunting? I tell you, I do not. But perhaps Angelica isn't worried about that sort of thing. Let's hope she doesn't regret it. It's a nice hobbit burrow, though, I'll say that for her. She knows how to pick them. See what I said about dinner das? Every family has one. Okay, Priska Boffin, her son Griffo, and her daughter Esmeralda have arrived at Honeymead Lane. Here they are. Hello, Priska.
Just a moment.
Bimblin, this is a pleasant surprise. Are you here for my daughter Angelica's housewarming party? You must be, surely. I see that some of my children have already arrived. I hope the rest are on their way. Sometimes it's hard to keep them on a schedule, the dear ones. But this is Angelica's day, and I want nothing to spoil it for her. So let's talk to Bingo, who's suddenly turned up. Hello, Bingo.
Just a moment.
Found the place with no trouble, I see. Very good. And here is the gift for Angelica, perfectly wrapped, from all her Boffin relatives and from Bimblin too. Talk to Angelica Boffin outside her new home. Why, I think we will.
What do you need?
Oh, hooray, Bimblin! I didn't know you were going to come to my party. I know it's just a small hobbit burrow, but it's all mine. I think it's quite cosy. Come inside, everyone. I hope there will be room. But we've got to talk to dinner das. What's the problem?
Is there something I can do for you?
Bimblin, I think I might have made a mistake. No.
Please,
No way.
stay a moment.
I think I got the address of Angelica's new house wrong, Bimblin. I would have sworn up and down that my mother told me the address was 9 Honeymead Lane, but it seems like my sister actually purchased the borough at 8 Honeymead Lane. This is a disaster. Why, you ask? It's because I told the painterly elf I met to paint this house, and not that one. Angelica is going to open our housewarming gift and see the mistake at once. When she unwraps that present and sees the painting of her neighbour's house, she'll be aghast. I haven't arranged for the best housewarming gift of all time. I've arranged for the worst. You have to help me delay the opening of the presents, Bimblin. March right into Angelica's burrow and scatter my siblings to the winds. Shouldn't be that hard, because it happens more than you might expect. No, I don't think so. But anyway, just tell Griffo that there's a free lunch being offered somewhere. Tell Esmeralda there's a very competitive dancing competition happening. And let Marigold know there could be goblins or something dangerous lurking just over the horizon. It's no use trying to get Camellia to run out. She always follows the rules. Even so, 3 of my siblings scattered is sure to delay the party long enough for us to figure out what to do. Hurry, hurry! There's no time to waste. Okay, what a moron. Oh, what a surprise. That's happened. Deary me. Right, Griffo.
Just a moment.
Do you think Angelica will set out some food pretty soon? Won't be much of a party without snacks. You tell Griffo you aren't sure about the food situation here, but the markets of Yondershire are likely well stocked by the farms of both West Farthing and the North Farthing. Yes, there's probably quite a variety to be found, Griffo muses. So that'll be him gone. Marigold?
Is there something I can do for you?
You open your mouth to suggest that Marigold leave the party in search of adventure, but before you can say anything, she interrupts you. I think there might be goblins up here, she says, and you nod in agreement. Someone should do something, she says, her eyes drifting towards the door. God bless her. Esmeralda.
What do you need?
This burrow is nice and cosy, or it will be after we help my sister finish decorating. You don't think she's done already, do you? Oh my! You ask Esmeralda if she's entered into any dancing competitions lately. No, not really. Back home they stopped holding them as often when I kept winning, you know.
I considered wearing a disguise, but all the cloaks I tried on kept getting tangled up in my feet, and it wasn't the same. But now that you mention it, I wonder if there are any dancing competitions up here in Yondershire. They wouldn't know me up here. Esmeralda trails away, deep in thought. Awesome. Now, we talk to Priska. If we can find her, she's over there in the corner.
Hello.
Have the rest of me boys yet arrived, Bimblin? Fosco and Berrelac should have gotten here by now. I hope they did not get distracted by sights along the road, or that Berrelac did not find a sunny place in which to nap. Do you think you could?
Angelica, where's everybody gone?
Is there something I can do for you?
Mother, they've done it again. They've all run off, and this was supposed to be my big day, and now they're going to spoil it like they always do. Bimblin, can you go outside and see if they're going to come back? This was supposed to be a party for me, and now my siblings just run off with nary a goodbye or a single wishing well.
Angelica stamps her foot on the floor.
They're always doing this, Bimblin. It's worse than herding cats, because that is a joy, and this is not.
Poor old Angelica. Little do we know, it's because of your moron brother. Right, out we go. Where is he? Oh. Let's shoo off these nosy hobbits. Shoo! Shoo! Do one!
Thank you for that, Bimblin. I always heard that the yonder hobbits were peculiar and standoffish, but these folks seem to have a thirst for news, especially when they can see a fellow is in distress and wants nothing to do with them. I do have some good news, however. I saw Berrelac and Fosco coming up the road, and I told them the party had been delayed for a few hours and they should find somewhere to wait. That should buy the two of us enough time to resolve this difficult situation. We'll need to sneak inside and steal back the gift before Angelica is able to open it. It's not stealing, Bimblin, not exactly. It isn't really her property until she opens it, is it? No, of course not. Anyone would say so, and it's only barely burglary. It's for the best, trust me. Now go and see if there's a window we might use to get inside without being seen. So as you see, it's got quite a good plot. I'll give it that. So you just come up here to one of these windows. Right, we've got to block this window with a stack of crates because of all them nosy hobbits. Won't believe it. You know, you try and break in somewhere and somebody's nosying. It's a joke. Anyway, all the crates are here. So I think we have to come back and forth 3 times. But it's easy enough. Stop here. And just drop it in front of that window that we were looking at. Oh, just a bit of back and forth. Just a bit of back and forth. And Dinadas is helping out. You don't see him helping out, but an extra couple of crates turn up because he's keen to help. We'll give him that. Even if he isn't the brightest button in the box. They are Dinadas. Helping out. As he bloody should, the idiot. I think this is the last one. So, trot up here. Drop these. Yay! This should block the view of the nosy hobbits. Dinadas. No time to waste, Bimblin. Let's get that present back. Watch it. This is quite funny. Oh, I've got to hide behind the table. So, hang on. Get into the emotes. I want faint or something. Let's just have the ones that I have. Sorry. F, faint, faint. Kick twice. Right, she's gone back in. So I can get up now. Find the Prezi. Where is it? There it is. Gotta get out. Whoa! Somebody's coming. Come with me to the city room, Bimblin. I want to talk to you. Oh dear. Have we been rumbled? No, she's been thinking. What if we have the party anyway? Right at this very minute. What do you think, Mother? Oh, I don't know. Seems like such a shame to celebrate without Angelica's brothers and sisters all here. What do you think, Bimblin? You tell Priska that a true housewarming party should have as many people on hand as possible. And the real shame would be to begin the party without all of Angelica's siblings present for the celebration. She considers your argument. Perhaps. If my daughter wants a party, then she shall have it. Right, keep your eye just behind Angelica here. I hear you, Bimblin, I really do, but you don't understand how often this happens. My brothers and sisters are always running off at the most inopportune times. Griffo is always looking for food to eat. Marigold is always on the hunt for adventure. If Esmeralda isn't dancing, she's searching for an excuse to start. There he is, dinner das. Keep an eye on him. I haven't seen Berlac in yonder shire yet, but he's probably snoozing in the sun somewhere. Dinadas, he's running round trying to find it. Do not get me started on Fosco's love of boating. And Dinadas, he's always causing trouble. My siblings are off doing something, no matter what. I would too, I suppose. I do love to take care of animals. Now that I've had my say, perhaps I'm not so different from them after all, Bimblin. Maybe it is a Boffin trait. What was that? Dinadas needs to keep quiet. I need to cheer. Ah! See. Cheer. Just in time. I just needed to sort it out, I think. Look at Dinadas behind her. I'll wait till my brothers and sisters have all returned. Then we'll have my party. Thank you for helping me work this out, Bimblin. Not at all. I just had to realise this would not be a real party without my brothers and sisters. I do love them, warts and all. So that's finished, thank God. I will wait for my party, but it had better be a good one. So that's quite funny. So, certainly better written than the one set in the Shire with just Bingo. And we're nowhere near finished yet, by the way. Perfect, Bimblin. Well done. That could not have gone more smoothly. Now, Angelica need never discover the tiny mistake I made concerning her housewarming present. Never has there been a more finely executed caper. Camellia Boffin. We're rumbled.
Just a moment.
Dinadas! What are you whispering about? Why have you stolen back our housewarming present for Angelica? You were so proud of that painting of her new home. Camellia gasps, and her expression turns scandalous. You had that elf paint the wrong house, and now you've embroiled me in your silly conspiracy too. Dinadas, how could you?
Might I have a word with you?
Now ally to the Yonder Watch. My mother sent me to find you, Bimblin, and she is not happy. She is pretty sure you had something to do with this, and I see now that she is right. You had better go see her. Oh dear. Oh dear. It's your fault, Dinadas. Clown. Sick of your stupid family. But anyway.
What do you need?
I don't know what might be going on, Bimblin, but I find it very curious that you were the last person to speak with Griffo and Esmeralda before they ran outside. Now, that is not particularly strange for Marigold, but for those two, something is afoot, Bimblin. Angelica is very upset that her very big day has been spoiled. If you know anything about this, I expect you to fix it. Right, so we'll have to go back outside. And got to speak to these two. Who first? Dinadas first.
Might I speak with you a moment?
There's nothing for it, Bimblin. We have to track down the rest of my siblings and get them to come back before my mother loses her temper. Trust me, she's a little cross at the moment, but you'll see much worse if we don't hurry. You should check first with my cousin Bingo. He's something of an adventurer, it turns out, and he might have seen where everyone went. I think he went back to Tyfield, so even he's buggered off. Camellia.
Might I speak with you a moment?
I'm not happy to have become a part of this, Bimblin, but I do not want to upset Angelica or my mother any more than we already have, so I will do what I can to help. Maybe we can bring the gift to the Matham House in Michael Delving. No, that would take too long. What if we just hide the painting somewhere nearby? There must be a hiding place in No Bottle where we can leave it, and then just forget the whole thing. Then sometime after the party we can collect the stashed painting and bring it to the Matham House without a care in the world. See if you can find a good hiding place somewhere in No Bottle, Bimblin. We have to hide the evidence of Dinadas's clumsy, foolish error. Okay. Right, so there are 3 potential hiding places. There's one here. Well, guess what? Guess what? There's a nosy hobbit. Fancy that. There's another one up here. This one doesn't seem much of a hiding spot. Basically put it on a hill over, over the street. And, as if by magic, there is a nosy hobbit. And the last place, it's down here. Just again, not much of a hiding place. It's right next to the gate. And a nosy hobbit who's just down here. So, we're going to have to go back. And speak to Camellia.
Is there something I can do for you?
You weren't able to find a hiding place free of nosy hobbits. We need to think of something else. Let's see, we have a gift-wrap painting of 9 Honeymead Lane. What if we gave it to the hobbit who actually lives there? We can say it is a gift from Angelica to her new neighbour. Go ring the bell, Bimblin. I think we have found the perfect solution. That's pretty good, actually. See what I mean? It's quite well scripted. They've thought it through. Ring-a-ding-dillo. Where's Tom coming? Well, now happened there. There's nobody at home. There's just some rustling sounds. You heard someone moving around inside, but no one came to the door? That's odd. I always heard that the Yondershire hobbits were a little peculiar, but I'd still expect them to answer their doorbells. Camellia grimaces. Or grimaces, even. Don't tell Angelica I said the Yonder hobbits were peculiar, Bimblin. She's one of them now, after all, and she's already pretty angry with us. I don't want to make it any worse. Let's see. Let's make these nosy hobbits useful to us. Ask them what they know about the owner of 9 Honeymead Lane. Right, so we've got to ask some nosy hobbits. There's one. So all the ones, you just go to all the ones that saw us hiding,
Just
trying
a
to hide
moment.
the picture. 900 Lane is where Mageetha Grubb lives. I've heard strange sounds coming from her place during the day, but I don't know what might be causing them. She never has any visitors, you know. Right. So there's another nosy hobbit just here, where we looked under the tree to hide the picture.
Just a moment.
900 Lane. That's Mageetha Grubb's place. She spends most every day away from home, though. Thank you, Mr. Nosy Hobbit. And the final one is down here. Fortunately, he's still being nosy.
Hello.
900 Lane belongs to Mageetha Grubb. If you're around at the right time of day, you might see some big sacks getting dropped off outside. I've never heard anyone say what they might contain, though. Okay. So it's possible she's not at home. Something's in there, but it may not be Mageetha Grubb. Camellia! So, this home belongs to someone named Mageetha Grubb, but no one seems to know very much about her. Most curious, Bimblin. We are no nearer to learning the cause of these strange sounds or the contents of the big sacks that get left outside her house, but will not let those mysteries trouble us. We have a more pressing worry. Getting rid of this painting without Angelica finding out about it. While you spoke to the nosy hobbits, I did some asking around of my own, and it sounds like Mageetha Grubb leaves her home every morning and heads in the direction of Longcleave. Let's look for her near there. Okay, so we've got this part, which is the Camellia part of it, going to Longcleave. We still have, let me just get rid of these. We still have the Dinadas part of it, where he's asking us to go and see Bingo. So we'll do that, because I want to keep all the Longcleave quests sort of together to save a bit of time. So, Stout Hearts away! So we'll go to Tyfield, and we'll have a chat with Bingo. So as you can see, it's quite involved, this. But this part of it, where we chat to Bingo, is we're sort of rounding everybody up. So we're going to be going around a lot of Yondershire. And we're also going to be having to go a couple of places we haven't been yet. So, doing it this way will save us a tiny bit of time. Not a great deal of time, but a tiny bit of time. And as I say, it's a much better scripted actual quest line. Will we be able to save the day? I mean, everybody's thinking about defeating Sauron. You know, messing about some stupid ring. When the real nail biter is whether we can save Angelica's party. Okay? So forget about all that twaddle, like Frodo and Sam and Gandalf and Aragorn and the rest of the idiots. This is where it's happening. So let them mess about with all that inconsequential stuff while we get to the nub of it. Bingo!
Just a moment.
Hello, Bimblin. You looking for Cousin Priska's children? Well, I've seen one. Young Fosco told me the party was delayed and he intended to spy an elf boat or two on one of the western rivers. That's the direction you want to look. I'll catch up with you after I'm done with my shopping. I'm in the market for some rope, you see. You can never have enough rope when you're adventuring. I will see you later, friend. Okay, so Fosco has headed off this way. Alright? So we're essentially going to pick everybody up one at a time. And move this across here. And here's Fosco. You know, one of the western rivers. The most western river you can get. And as you can imagine, all these Boffin kids, that basically we're going to go all over the map. From this side to this side. After the little gets. Okay? So unfortunately, we have done all of our, well, fortunately, we have done all our quests round here. But eventually, we'll be getting back towards Longcleave, Barfaroth, and Ost Lagorath all round here. So we may as well like follow this and do it that way. Okay, but I think we will save that for next time. That's probably about half an hour, and half an hour of this particular quest line, even though it's slightly more exciting as regards a Boffin quest, is quite frankly as as far as I'm prepared to go. But next episode, we will start going to other parts of the Shire, and we can do some other quests at Yonder Shire, and we can also do some extra quests as we do it. So a very much Boffin episode this time. So let's spin it around, dismount. Start from here next time. And thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you next time, but until then, this is me, Cat Weasel, saying toodaloo. Flip 'em off, Bimblin. Whee! See you next time.